Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Stories of Weird Live. This is the video podcast where weird people give weird commentary about weird things. I'm your host, Weston, joined by your co-hosts, Victoria and Corey.
Hey, guys.
Corey, he's always so humble about it. Just a little wave for you. You don't get a lot.
Humble.
You just no, it's not.
That's not humble. That's
What,
like
it's
when
not-
you go to the no. It's like when you go to the zoo and the trainer's like, and here it is, and like shows you the bird, and the bird's like flaps its wings, all anemic, and it's like, I'm here. Just give me the freaking cracker.
Speaking of anemic, actually has nothing to do with that. But Victoria, you want to start us off with our weird stories?
Yes, I will. Well, good evening, folks. And let me just tell you, I'm not trying to sell this, but it's possibly one of the greatest investments one can make. If you're expecting a baby, whether it be yours or anybody else's, if you have a picture of them or if you have an ultrasound, you're both shaking your heads. Quit giving it away.
We know what the story is, so we're just like,
no.
nah, we're good. We don't really need it, actually.
It's not that edible.
Not if you don't try hard enough. Anyways, to quote this lovely couple, they say, and as I said, I quote, imagine holding your baby before he or she is even born. At 3D Babies, we create an adorable baby figurine resembling your baby's facial features and body position.
So it's not a video game where you have babies.
All I could think of was the other episode we did with the simulation of the colonoscopy, and I'm like, no, God, no.
Oh no! Oh, that was bad. Yeah, you're right.
No.
So these are real 3D babies. Like you can hold them.
I know, right? It's like.
Actually, I got a picture here.
Yeah, no. In fact, I believe we do have the website up, just in case some of you want to spend $200 to $800 on this. But yeah, at 3D
Whoa.
Babies, they.
That's a lot of money.
Oh,
$200, $800.
Well, I mean, it's not like you're going to be spending a lot of money in 18 years on a real kid.
No. Fend for yourself, child.
Right? Nope. I've had my child. It's cool.
They are on their own. They're 1 year
And
old.
guess what?
Do with it afterwards? Do you
Well-
put it like in the baby book?
Collects dust in the attic.
Oh, I didn't even think about
I
that
know what
far.
you use it for. You know,
Oh.
during Christmas they put baby Jesus in the manger. You know, yeah. Oh yeah, you just stick it in there, and there you go. That's $800 well spent.
All I can think of is that you know that there's just going to be a
Oh,
family
no.
who goes, oh, hey, Zeus, it's funny. We'll just put you in the manger. Daddy, make that joke every year. Like,
See, I was thinking, what if you had a garage sale and then you said petrified baby, and people would look at it like, oh,
this
yeah.
thing looks like it's out of David Lynch's Eraserhead. Like, it's
And
that
David-
terrifying.
And just so those who do not know, David Lynch. Who's David Lynch?
He's a director. He just actually had his birthday recently. He's a very
Oh.
surrealist. He's pretty crazy. But if you've ever
Cray,
seen
cray.
Eraserhead, like that is, I think, the David Lynch film to really understand how weird he is. But yeah, no, he just in the movie. There's this weird red demon baby. I haven't seen the movie in years.
That
but
sounds great.
But it's made. Well, and it's just that this is what it reminds me of. Is
Okay.
that. And so, yeah, not a fan. But anyways, I continue. The website, because I had to look. I mean, it's like a train wreck. You can't. First of all, they got some funding from Kickstarter. And
Oh, really?
their little live blog goes, we're up to $1,000, and I'm just going,
All right.
okay, that's what. Well, depending on what size
It's
baby,
almost the
because
cost of one baby.
So
if you get a full size baby, like you want it the same size as your baby
right,
now,
right.
that's $800. If you want a half size baby, like I don't know, baby Bilbo Baggins. Sorry.
What Bilbo Baggins would look like as a baby hobbit?
With the hairy feet.
That might be an extra.
That's
that
an.
you
I
could get.
was gonna say like there's your extra like hairy feet and like
Wow.
small goatee.
Well, Weston, I mean, right now I am almost 24 years old, and I think about being a mom, and like, well, I wonder, what it would be like to have a kid. Well, guess what? If you're never gonna have kids of your own, if you're absolutely sure, but having a 3D baby kind of just floats your boat,
Yeah.
you can get babies of your favorite celebrity couples.
Oh, like which couples? Just throw some out there.
Well,
What
for
celebrity
instance,
couples?
Little Northwest.
And that is okay. That's
Kanye West
That's
and
Kanye
Kim
West.
And
Kardashian's
Kardashian?
little child.
why. Why would I want that? Why?
Because
Why?
you could raise it better.
Oh, that's
Thank
good.
you.
Oh, that's good. Ooh, da-dum. Yeah, that's good.
Yes. Yeah.
Just
I'm actually pretty sure that this is how Surrey Cruise was born.
So
I'm
what?
gonna get sued by Tom Cruise.
So
It's bad.
what's the smallest baby you can get? So you were saying you can get a full-sized one, but
You
what's
can
the
get a
smallest?
mini baby. I don't remember. Oh, you know what? Let me double check.
Mini
You can
me,
get
like a little
a-
mini me baby.
You can get a mini baby. Now wait a second. Let me just see this. Let me double check. Yeah, they said a mini-sized baby. Let's go to products. Oh, you can get custom babies. Good. I don't just want one off the shelf. There's life size, a mini. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna look at options.
Creepy. Ugh.
This custom mini baby figurine is only 2 inches from crown to rump. It comes customized to resemble your baby. By the way, I didn't know that like that's how we measured children, not head to toe, but crown to rump. Provide between
Rump.
1 and 5 images of your baby. They use a 3D printer and
makes sense.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Now my whole thing is like, it doesn't quite say that it has to be the baby. Could it be a fetus? Can I just get a 3D print of my fetus? And can I have that phrase on a shirt?
So I'm actually on the website right now,
My fetus shirt.
the main website, and then so we were talking about it before we started the podcast, but it's the teddy bear holding the baby. Is
God.
it just me, or does that baby's face look like an alien to that? It looks like an alien to me. It doesn't look like a regular baby face. What do you guys think?
What's really funny is after I had seen that, I kind of was originally thinking when I was going on the website, I was gonna see a baby, like an actual baby holding itself, kind of. You know what I
Oh.
mean? Because it
Oh.
was born later on. I was expecting that, so I went on there thinking that, and I was all upset by the teddy bear thing.
Now,
Interesting.
like, I can understand if you're using this for medical purposes. For instance, like this is how you hold a baby. You know,
Yeah,
everything. Like
right.
that. But the thing is that when you get 3D and 4D ultrasounds, the baby's still in the fetal position and getting ready to be cannoned out of you. So,
Cannon.
I've never seen birth being given in real life, but
Fire! It's like Pirates of the Caribbean, right?
They say fire 3.
Fire!
Fire all babies everywhere. Poof, poof.
They're all
Anyways.
but they're all the 3D models, so they're just like they're actually projectiles that can just blow things up.
You know what? Why isn't Disney getting in on this? Because Disney sells baby princesses, like the princess characters.
Yep,
They
yep.
could get in on this, make your child a princess already, and then work some animatronics into it.
Corey couldn't handle it. I think the animatronics that he couldn't deal with it.
I was gonna say I've never seen somebody rage quit so hard, like from our podcast. Folks,
Yeah,
this is a
I mean,
first.
that's like you get to a point, you're doing a weird podcast when it's so weird that your co-hosts, the people that
But
host your
you're
podcast, leave.
One of the weirdest hosts too, because I've got to give Corey credit. Like,
I mean, I think we're actually good this time. We don't have a really crappy episode this time.
no, we just have babies and me giving you the visual of canon babies.
Oh,
and,
that's true. That is
this
something
creepy
that will
bear.
never go away.
uh,
No.
I'm proud of that.
So, would you ever get one of these 3D babies?
You know, if I'm gonna have a 3D baby, I might as well have one that, like, naturally. Like, it just, you know what? I'm not gonna knock them because they're, this is America. I'm full on for capitalism. But
Yeah.
But wow.
Right.
Like, you know what? Kudos to you, 3dbabies.com. I give you the best of luck. And hey, if people are riffing it, really, we're just giving you business. So, or at least some advertising, and you're welcome. But dang.
Yeah, I think I'll probably pass on it.
No,
Personally.
I wouldn't do it. No. Now, as a gag gift when I'm rich and famous, you're darn right. You better expect a weird. It won't even be a baby, like.
It better be
Wesley,
celebrity
it's gonna,
baby.
It's gonna end up on your doorstep, and it'll say from Toria.
And you gotta
just be like.
get the little
and
voice thing going, like it's actually crying and it's rocking
like
by itself.
Build-A-Bear, but it's build a babe.
Build
you know
a-
what? That's what it is. It's build a baby.
Interesting. Well, see,
We can take down these people. We need to do this business.
I was gonna say I think there's enough of that building a baby thing going on every day. So
Well, I mean, if teenagers can do it, I'm not jealous or anything, but. Anyway, so so folks, just to let you know, if you do need a 3D baby or you just want something weird to give somebody else and it only costs $200, 3dbabies.com.
3dbabies.com.
And Corey's back.
He knew it. He knew when it was done. He was like, I know you guys are
Knew when
done.
it was ending. That was beautiful. You noped and then he came back.
Like too much babyish stuff going on.
So anyways, that would be my story. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so let us move on then. And Corey, I believe you have a cute little story to talk about.
Yeah,
You
it's
got a
gonna be a
good-
little
good
bit
story?
harder to talk about right now. I just found out my dog died.
Really?
So
Wait.
yeah,
You can get it 3D made. No, your dog did not really die.
yeah,
No.
Was it sick?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Not little
Little-
doggy that I've.
no, that's my other dog. I have two.
What's the other dog? We never saw the other dog.
This episode just
Yeah.
got really depressing.
Yeah. Well,
What was the other dog?
We could talk about it afterwards. 'Cause
Sorry,
if I start
I'm just
talking
really
about it, I'm
upset.
gonna start like bawling or something.
oh, okay. All right, Corey. Sorry about that. All right. Well,
So
what do you got? What do you got for us?
the story I picked, food looking like my pets. That's what I'm gonna title it.
Okay.
I'm not talking about the irony of anything right now. I'm not mentioning it all.
Well, this girl had a blueberry muffin that looked like her chihuahua.
Like this.
And looks like any chihuahua, but looks like
Well,
her chihuahua.
Yeah,
How
it
does she know
does.
that's her chihuahua? Like,
She
I mean,
stole
I'm
it.
sorry. I
She's
used
gonna
to
ask for
have
the
a
bounty
chihuahua.
later.
Actually, I would like to see a muffin that looked like our chihuahua Jeremiah. That's what I would like. But I've never seen a muffin go like that. So,
No,
yeah.
Huh. And then you said this has gone viral. I didn't really hear much about this.
Yeah, so I just saw a picture of it personally. I just saw a
Okay.
picture of it on Facebook, and I was like, "Huh, that's funny." And then somebody else,
yeah,
like,
it's like going crazy.
yeah, like it's on CNN, and I'm just going, "Really?" Because, I mean, it's not Jesus or the
It's
Virgin Mary in a muffin. It's a Chihuahua.
it's a Jesus Chihuahua muffin.
Well,
Same as
here's
Jesus.
what's kind of funny about it is it's homemade. It wasn't one that was like from the store that looks like your dog. So it could have been not by chance why it looks like that. The girl could have
Ah,
actually
it's
done
true. That's true.
it. And
Hmm.
what's kind of a little bit irritating about it is it's only like one picture with the muffin and the dog from an awkward angle, and then
Oh God.
there's a picture of her with it. Is
She-
the muffin
she
supposed
did
to
it-
look like her?
Right, she did
Oh,
it
yeah.
just like every girl on Facebook. Like, there's a joke where it says, "When a man takes a picture, you actually just see the actual thing. When a girl takes a picture, it's like it has to be by her face."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's kind of funny because there's like several things in there where since it went so viral and everything, the girl was saying that her dad was trying to sell the muffin to see if they could get some money. Like the Jesus toast went for like $75,000 or some
Oh,
crazy
wow.
amount. It's
Okay.
like, oh yeah, like a lot of those went for like crazy money.
You must be really
No one
hungry.
even offered to buy it. So like, I just wonder because this is probably at least a couple days old.
Yeah.
How long that muffin's gonna look like then? It's gonna be all green and stuff. I'm like, that's the muffin that looks like my dog.
Right.
You know what she does is then, like, when it goes
Puts that on
green
her
with
mantle.
well, when it goes green with mold, she starts taking pictures of the dog and she's just like throwing seaweed on it or something. It's just like, no, they look the same.
It's kind of funny, and then it's kind of like it does look kind of like a dog. I don't think it looks like her dog necessarily.
No.
Yeah,
I mean,
It's got the
honestly,
snout thing going for it.
I'm
But
actually
her dog
surprised.
looks like every.
Chihuahua.
If you had like
Yeah.
a Chihuahua.
Looks
that
like every
looked
Chihuahua
different,
muffin.
Like if it had like a spot in a certain spot or something, and the muffin had it, I would be more into it. But
You know what? I bet you think she's really lucky because had there been 2 more blueberries where those spots are under the muffin's eyes, Disney would have sued her so hard. They'd been like, haha! Because, I mean, you just.
Oh, that's true. I
darken
see.
that,
Yeah,
it's a-
yeah.
yeah, I kind of see it too, and you see how it's got that. But that's the reason I said it. I think that she almost made it is where it's not quite cooked all the way right there.
Mhm.
Yeah, she's not telling us it, but she was trying to make a Mickey Mouse one and it didn't work out so hot.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, but it looks like Chico, my dog.
Yep. Actually, when I look at that muffin, I see a pug. When I look at it, I imagine
You know
seeing.
what I see when I look at that Western?
What do you see, Victoria?
I see a wasted opportunity to eat a muffin. God, I'm looking at it just going, man, I wonder how that tastes. And then I looked at the dog and went, I must be really hungry because, shoot, I can't tell which one's the muffin or the dog.
It's just whichever
Either
one I
way,
can eat first.
delicious. Yeah.
I think what's really funny is at the bottom of that article, it actually says the dog has become an internet sensation. Not the girl, the dog.
Well,
That's
I'm
how it
sorry,
goes.
but
Yeah.
I kind of like dogs better than I like teenage girls. So
Yeah, that's the way it goes.
I think that's true for everyone.
Wait, she's in La Mesa?
Yeah.
Dude, wait, like La Mesa is in San Diego?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, shout out to San Diego.
Yeah,
Oh my God, I lived
Victoria and I
2
are both from
miles
San
east of
Diego,
it.
so that's she's a local.
Yeah, right. All right. See, if this was El Cajon, man, it'd be tortillas and like somebody would have a carne asada burrito that looked like their mom. Like, come on, El Cajon, step it up.
Oh man, did it mention what flavor that muffin is?
It's blueberry.
Just blueberry. Any other?
Only good type of muffin.
Oh yeah.
Well, I don't think it's
Chocolate
like
muffins
dog
too,
flavored. Yeah, it's dog flavored.
It's dog
It's
biscuit
fur
flavored.
It's wet dog flavored biscuit.
Like the dog's wet or it's wet dog?
Does-
No,
dog?
I'm just making jokes. I'm just because Weston's all into the biscuit,
Well-
of the muffin.
The biscuit
Wondering-
dog
So
muffin,
am I.
blueberries.
Dude, I was into it too. I literally wanted to know because it depends. I've tasted both.
How was the dog
Okay.
biscuit? I'm curious about that one personally.
I'm usually well. I have eaten dog biscuits before.
Why is
A friend of
everybody
mine
eating
convinced
dog
me they were
biscuits?
Yogurt cookies. He convinced me they were yogurt cookies, and they actually tasted good. And
Oh,
then he,
no.
like, flipped the bag, and he's like, "This is what you're eating," and I was like, "Oh well," and then I kept eating.
My dad used to eat my grandpa's dog's little treats because it looked like beef jerky. And the
Oh.
dog was going nuts one day, and he was like, "What is your problem?" Like the dog's just howling at him. And he goes, "What is your problem?" He turns over the can, and there's a dog that looks exactly like my grandpa's dog on the can. He goes, "He's like, well, they're really good." The dog's still going crazy. Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, so I'm down with muffins that look like general dogs and not particularly Chihuahuas. I'm down for that.
I think it looks like most generalized dogs. It doesn't have ears, so
Yeah, I mean that's the next step. That's gonna be the next muffin she makes.
be
It's
a
gonna have
bear.
ears and a tail.
look, it could be a bear.
Yeah.
Cool.
All I know is she froze it and she won't eat it. I can't eat it because it's my dog.
Because it'd be
I
like
bet
eating
you
my
anything-
dog.
I was gonna say no. I'm sorry. I have seen so many things in my muffins and tortillas, and I still eat them. You know why? Because they're delicious.
Yeah, I once had a Jesus taco where it looked like Jesus in the taco, and I still ate it.
You're just like,
It's like this is gonna be a religious experience right now.
right?
And we
It
all
wasn't a very good taco. I just remember that.
Holy guacamole.
Yeah, it wasn't a very good taco.
Oh well, then never. Well, some people just can't swallow religion.
speaking.
Weston,
I'll
you're so
tell 'em
dumb,
that on
man.
Sunday
All right,
before
so
church. I'll tell 'em
okay,
that.
so this next story should probably ruin your appetite if you guys had one from that muffin. So I'm calling my story "Cannibal Rats Living the Cruise Life," because that's
Cannibal rats.
cannibal rats. Exactly.
All
So
right, I'm down.
all right, so
Cannibal rats.
you guys got the link. So I will show you. Actually, I will show everybody the picture. So this beautiful ship right here is the Lyubov Orlova, which is named after some Russian actress, I guess. And it's a 300-foot cruise ship that was built about 40 years ago. Doesn't look too bad for a 40-year-old ship, I don't think. What do you guys think?
Not too bad.
Yeah, I mean,
Not too bad.
not too bad.
mean,
Obviously,
clearly,
still
I love
Carnival
Mariner,
Cruise, but hey,
Oh wait, Lyubov means love, I think.
that's a person's name then. Love, apparently.
Well, I don't know what Orlova means. but-
Orlova, yeah, I have no idea. Well, anyway,
Orlova.
so the Orlova here is used to be a cruise ship, but actually, as of now, it is not. In fact, it's a ghost ship inhabited by only rats, and not just regular rats, cannibalistic rats, full of disease, apparently,
Are they eating themselves? Or
to
are they
survive.
eating people that
No.
come on the cruise ship to kind of be like cool a cruise ship, and then they get eaten?
No, it's a ghost ship. There's
Scooby Doo and the mystery crew on there,
and then they get
cannibal
eaten
rats
alive
ate
by
them.
cannibalistic rats.
Right.
Zoinks.
Right a row, Raggy. I got some Marie's.
Oh no.
So actually, this ship is only inhabited by rats. There are no humans on the ship. It's only rats eating each other to survive. Now, it's actually a pretty interesting little story. Actually, right now, the reason why it's become newsworthy is because Britain is fearing that it's heading towards their coast because right now it is pretty much lost.
Drift?
Yeah, it is adrift in the ocean, and they can't find it. Even though it's like 42,000 tons in a 300-foot ship, they can't find it.
They're the pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry. I'm sorry. But no, this is the curse of the black rat. See, this is too good. Oh, Disney, get on this. Like, this is great.
Now, right now, scavengers are looking for the ship because just the ship in scrap alone is worth about $1 million. So obviously they can get a cut of that if they can bring it into a port or something. Now, you guys are probably wondering, how did it get just pretty much lost in sea and all that? It's just hanging out somewhere if it hasn't sunk already.
It took Apple Maps.
You know, that seems like a very plausible, actually, explanation. I'm not even going to lie with you.
The rats use Google Glass.
Google.
Kind of started learning on their own and just took off in the ship.
Please tell me that there's a book on the ship, and this is totally a reference to the original Twilight Zone, but it says to serve man, but it says to serve rat instead. And like new rats, when they're part of the new like rat colony, they see it, they're like, oh my god, we're gonna get eaten. It's like no. It's like to serve you, and then they do get eaten. I want that.
Yeah, it's possible. I mean,
God, there's gotta be an abundance of the rats where they eat each other and then they can't repopulate, right?
I find that so gross.
Life.
Yeah, they're just doing their thing, making more rats and eating each other.
Imagine being like a cannibal rat, or just if you want to be a rat.
Just imagine. Okay, go in there.
Imagine that you're a cannibal rat, and you see like this pretty foxy lady rat, and you're like, hey, we're on this great cruise ship, let's date.
What disease do you have?
No, you date, and then you mate, and then like you just eat each other. Like, all right, we've had our babies, cool. No, like my whole thing is, do they start having their own like little like market, like their fresh produce market? They're just like, okay, get your fresh babies over here.
Oh, that's so gross.
These ones are a week old. These are 3D. We could eat those too. I don't know, like how do rats like.
Well, maybe if I explain the background of the story, maybe we can try to pinpoint it a little bit more. Maybe. Okay, so all right, so here's the background. Long story short, there was apparently a bunch of large debts that were unpaid for the ship. So the unpaid crew deserted the ship, and I guess it got tied up in the port in Newfoundland, Canada. It sat there for about 2 years, and then the Canadian government was like, we should just get rid of it, get some scrap money off of this. So they were taking it to the Dominican Republic, and I guess a tow line from a tug, it broke. And so then it kind of got stranded, and then the Canadian government's like, oh, well, we kind of... I don't know why they decided this per se, but they took another ship out there to drag it out to sea and just pretty much just let it go. I'm not sure why that was the viable option. It wasn't like, let's try this again. I'm no ship person, so maybe there's a reason a ship person can explain this to me.
Remember, we're all Canadians, and
I mean, really.
In Canada, if there's effort involved, just kick it out to sea.
Yeah, so I don't understand
Seriously,
that.
I want to start a timer for who he's going to offend every single time, because this was a little later. This was a little later.
We love Canadians.
Yeah.
We love Canadians. That's what we're trying to say.
Best bacon and syrup. Like,
and hockey, if you're into that.
Hey, and here's to Canada.
I'm a huge hockey fan.
We totally have Bieber in jail now.
Oh, Bieber. Yeah, Bieber's been in the news a lot lately. But anyway, let's not go to Bieber. There's enough Bieber-ish stuff going on out there.
That's one thing we should do too. In Canada, if you don't like it, you take it out to the ocean, just kick it out and let it go.
So you're saying that's what we should do with Bieber? Is just throw him out in the ocean?
Guys, let's quit talking about Bieber. We have enough rats in this show. So
anyway, that is the whole backstory of how it got lost into sea.
Was on that boat.
Why the hell are we out here with the rats?
I'm mother-loving tired of these mother-loving rats on this mother-loving ship. Oh my god,
yeah,
that'd be great.
Now my question for you guys is, what would you do if you just woke up tomorrow morning and you're on the ship? You find out that it's the Orlova and there's rats everywhere. What would you do?
I'm gonna let Corey answer first because I always answer first.
All right, Corey.
A little bit of time to think. Jeez.
Okay.
Oh, and if you're watching live, please comment about what you would do. We'd like to know.
That is true. That is true.
What
yes.
would I do if I woke up on a rat-infested boat?
Now you're probably out in the middle of nowhere, and
Yeah, probably near the Arctic or something, right?
I have no idea. It could be sunk for all I know, but in the article they were saying it's pretty hard, even with the heavy storms that have been happening recently, to sink a ship like that because it's a huge ship. It's a large ship.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So it's probably in Russia at this point. And then they're genetically engineering the rats to go and attack other countries.
Great. Chernobyl rats.
See, it's actually the Syrian secret weapon.
Oh,
I think
lovely.
the
Yeah.
hardest thing would be to be on that ship was I don't think there would be any food at that point. You can't eat the rats because they're
Diseased.
diseased.
Yep.
So what do you do?
Well, I mean, also they're stuffed with other rats.
And then here's what kills me is how many Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are on that too, because they already have Master Splinter on there.
You asked the hard-hitting questions, Corey.
What? What? What's going on? I don't even know.
I mean, here's the thing: is if I were to wake up, I would just hope Willard's with me.
Thank you, because that was gonna be one of the references I made. For those of you who don't know, Willard was a film. There's actually a remake of it, but it's a
Willard.
film about a man who he's a loner and he's a little weird, and he befriends rats, and they do his bidding.
Ah, sweet.
I used to have pet rats.
Yeah, you like rats.
I do. They're cute, but then again, they're also domesticated and not eating each other.
Right. Yeah. Unfortunately, really the only pet rats I had were the ones that we fed to our snake.
Those aren't pets. That's a lie, and you're terrible.
Well, I mean,
Actually, there was
Yeah.
one. I was just gonna say there's actually one time the snake just wasn't having it. The rat was like, I don't want that rat. You can just keep the rat. So we kept the rat as a pet.
Yep, it
After
happens
that.
actually.
Yeah.
He just wasn't the right flavor.
It just.
I tried to do that with leftover pork sandwich, and I ended up eating it anyway. Poor thing.
you
Yeah.
tried to befriend and pet
Oh.
a pork sandwich.
Yeah, I fed it barbecue sauce, and that just made it more delicious.
Oh, there you go.
So Victoria, what would you do on the ship?
Well, first of
Since I
all,
used all the references up.
used all the references up. Well, you know what? They're eating each other. They're not interested in me.
Not yet.
So-
That would be.
Hey, it's
Huh?
a new thing entree on the menu. I don't know. They might want you instead.
I think they would after like a couple days of you kind of soothing yourself.
God, man, I was eating whiskers earlier, and like I'm just tired of eating leftover whiskers and his entire family. Oh, what's that? Oh, that's a human.
We can share
right.
her.
Right? But my whole thing is like, yeah, no, I'd probably die. I am pretty succulent, so I mean,
So, all right, just put the apple in your mouth and be
just-
like,
yeah,
"Okay,
just-
come get me."
done. I season myself. Like, hold on, guys, this would be great.
Because of course there's it's a cruise ship. There's got to be seasoning or something on there, right? It's just deserted.
And you know what? If I could befriend them, I'm telling you, rat karaoke. Alvin and the Chipmunks has nothing on this. Thousands of rats, disease-ridden. We'd get so many. I don't know. I'm just saying, like,
It's gonna go viral.
it. Well, literally would go viral.
Oh my god. Oh my goodness.
Actually,
Yep.
if I could, because I'm evil and I could pull this off. Okay, I really couldn't, but in a perfect world, I would bring the. I would either become the Pied Piper of the Seven Seas, or I would sail the ship, crash into some harbor, and say, and bring the Black Plague back to the world.
Well, that's what Britain's worried about, apparently. A bunch of disease-infested rats landing on their coast. So,
That's it. You know, that's how we'll do it. I didn't get to go to London this semester,
That's
so
why-
I should just sail it and go, feast, my pretties, and send me your British actors. Oh, they're already in America. Never mind. Rats. And I will just sail off.
Well, I guess to finish it off, since we're about that half-hour mark, I guess what I would do, I was reading in the article that there is still a transmitter beacon thing that has not been activated. So I think if I was to activate it, they would find me, and then I would just hope to God to get there in time before the rats decide to eat me.
Weston, you're the most practical person here. I'm thinking of like world domination. Well, not world, just Britain domination.
You might as well. I mean,
He wants to rule them like Willard, and
I just want to get saved.
It's like- you just-
It's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I was all excited.
this is
about
true.
that.
You know what? No. And if worse came to worse, you get the turtles, and you pull a Jack Sparrow. You use rat hair and rat tails, lash a couple of sea turtles, off. And
Gone.
they won't
Good
just
to
be
go.
sea turtles. They'll be ninja sea turtles.
There you have it. There you have it. Ninja sea turtles invading Britain while hoping to escape at some point. That's a combination of all of our stories put together, or all of our things.
We should sell that. We should sell that story to somebody because Hollywood will
make
take
3D
anything.
models out of it.
And then make 3D model babies out of all of them. Yes.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, with that, we have hit the half an hour mark, so we'll probably call it a quits.
Sorry,
We'll
Catherine.
call it a quits here. And if thank you for joining us. If you were able to watch it live, if you're not watching it live, we hope that you will be able to join us next week on Thursday. I think we're going to still shoot for 5 p.m. PST to do it live. So, of course, we want you guys to be able to join us in this and interact and comment about all these crazy things because, we want to get your opinions about this sort of situation. It's typical. But
Okay.
with that, if you join our podcast, please like, comment, and subscribe. Tell your friends about it so you don't miss any episodes because, it's just going to get more weird from here on out. That's just kind of the way it is here. Yes. And I think, nope, Victoria's good. So I am personally good. If you guys have anything else you'd like to add?
Yeah, Corey, got anything else you'd like to add?
I reject it for you. I knew you were gonna say it.
No, I was not.
I could read it right there. It was all over. You were getting ready to say it.
No.
Yeah.
No.
So I take it you guys are good then?
Yes. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we hope to see you again next week. And if you can, bring some more people to view along.
Yeah, because we're bundles of weird fun.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Cool. So we'll see you guys next week, and stay weird. All right. See you, everybody.